Okay, this is today's, December 29th, The Cure. I once read an article by Andrew Wilson on lions and lion taming. Mr. Wilson relates a very interesting story. One day, a young man called Bobby Ramsey turned up at his zoo asking for a job. He wanted, of all extraordinary things, to be taken on as a lion tamer. When asked why, his reason was still more extraordinary. He was, in fact, in serious danger of a nervous breakdown, and his doctor had told him that the only thing that would cure him would be to get so nerve-wracking a job that he would forget the other fears which haunted him. So he applied for the most dangerous job he could think of, and he became a very well-known lion tamer. His nervous breakdown was cured. The way to get rid of nerves was to tackle something that demanded nerve. The way to lighten one's own burden is to help someone else with his. Teilhard, I need the Chardin, tells how on his, I need to look up this person because this is the second time he's mentioned him. He mentioned him yesterday too. Tells how on his expeditions in the wilder parts of China on horseback, the load would be hung on one side of the horse. On the other, there was a stone to balance it. And it is well known that African carriers carry loads on poles laid across their shoulders, and that they hang a stone on the other end of the pole as a counterbalance. We may well ourselves have found that two suitcases are easier to carry than one, for one balances the other. The way to bear someone's sorrow is to share. The way to bear someone's sorrow is to share someone else's. We remember the way that Josephine Butler found her life work. One day she came home. Her little daughter ran out of the upstairs room to greet her. The house was built round an open space, and the little girl leant over the railing to see her mother. She overbalanced and crashed to the ground floor and was killed instantly. Josephine Butler was brokenhearted. In her sorrow, there came an old Quaker lady. The old lady said to her, "I have spent most of my life looking after girls taken from the streets. I am old now, and I can no longer handle the work of looking after the home where 40 of them live. Come and take my job, and you will forget your own sorrow." Josephine Butler went. True, she could never wholly forget her own sorrow, but by taking on her shoulders the troubles and the care of others, she made her sorrow bearable. To forget one's own burden in the burdens of others, to lighten one's own sorrow in the sorrow of others, that is the cure. That's a good one. That's all for today. Don't say that no one cares for you, because I do, and God does too. Don't forget to pray for Red, because Red is praying for you. Bye.